Hi everyone, this is my yet another Ukrainian news media review. The first one is something good to know for Western people. The article says about the friendship of the nation's ark repainting in Kiev being aborted. This ark, that was built during the Soviet era, was planned to be painted in the rainbow colors for the upcoming Eurovision Song Contest. And to call it the Arch of Diversity, and so it would then remind of the LGBT symbol. But a lot of far-right activists blocked this process. As you may already know, I don't like those far-right activists at all. But at this time I have no problem with them doing so. I may sound intolerant or homophobic, which I am actually not, but I don't care. So, the thing is that Ukrainians, just like Russians and I guess most Slavic nations, are very traditional and we don't like LGBT. We're not aggressive about it, but we don't like it. And the government knows it well. But they've decided to do it anyway, because they want to look good for the Europe, which with its cult of LGBT. They are willing to bend over before their Western suzerains, and therefore to spit in the face of their people. Just like there were several attempts to hold the LGBT parade in Kiev, but they all failed. Most people are passive and just don't react, and it turns out that the only ones who are being active are the extremists and the far-right activists. But in this particular case, they've spoken on behalf of the people. People in Ukraine don't hate LGBT, but still they consider it disgusting. And we don't like it when someone is intentionally exposing it. So if someone would make a coming out, so to say, and tell, let's say to me, that he's gay or she's lesbian, I would probably answer something like, I don't care, I don't want to know. That's how it is. The next one is about the anniversary of the Odessa tragedy that happened on May 2nd of 2014. The article header says, "The tragedy of May 2nd in Odessa. The city is remembering the dead pro-Ukrainian activists." Obviously, there was a massive fight and there were casualties from both sides, though the numbers are incomparable. 2 pro-Ukrainian activists were killed, and on the other side, the official number is 48 people. And from both sides, they all were Ukrainians. And I'd like to stress a part of this article. I quote, an activist, Arsen Grigoryan, said, "Regarding the events of May 2nd, people mostly talk about the Kulikov's field tragedy, and they forget that the biggest tragedy took place here." So basically it means that the other 48 dead people mean less than these 2, just because they weren't sharing their ideas, and therefore they're inferior. And now let's take a look at some of those people who came. They look very, very friendly. wearing masks and holding the flags of the Right Sector, a far-right neo-Nazi organization. And the last one is about the Ukrainian government lowering the social standards of consumption of the natural gas, electricity and heating for Ukrainians. It's a fulfilling of the IMF's demands for getting yet another loan. Life is getting better and better in Ukraine every day. And for the final point, in 2 days we are celebrating the Victory Day in Russia. And if nothing serious will happen, I'm going to try to make a coverage of its celebration in my town. Go out to see the events, maybe interview some people. If I'm lucky enough, I might interview some actual veterans. Of course, it will be all in Russian, so I will subtitle it. Well, that's all for now. See you next time.